I was in the Royal Air Force itself, in the ground crew, as a teleprint operator.
What I really would have loved to have done is to join the Army when I get over here.
If I got a chance, I would go in the Army.
I did come to Britain to do nursing. I so wanted to be a nurse.
They were asking for nurses to join the prison service. And I applied for the job. My husband thought I was crazy. And he said, you can't go and work in the prison.
There was conscription being done. All the young men had to go in the Army to serve a stint of approximately 2 years. And I went into the Army.
I got on with the staff and even the inmates. One inmate told me she would like to get me in bed with her. So
one of the experiences I had was working on my first job in the Christmas card factory.
My first job was a bus conductor.
And these young English girls, women, used to call me love.
I usually say to people when they get on the bus, hold tightly.
In the West Indies, no woman says to you, love, you know.
And this man decided to take me on and said, you don't say hold tightly, you say hold tight. And I said, no, because hold is a verb and it can only be modified by an adverb. He looked at me and said, my God, where did they get this one?
So I said to myself, oh, these women fancied me. So I went and tell my friend Ruthven, the women in the factory fancied me. And he said, no, that's the way they speak. They don't fancy you.
I saw this sign, Army Recruiting Office. So I went into the office. I said, well, yes, I'd like to join the Horse Guards. And he said, the guards? I said, yeah. And he sort of looked at me in this strange way. And I thought, well, what's so funny about that? So I said, well, a few months ago, I was escorting the Queen from the Royal Yacht Britannia along the streets of Port of Spain up to the government house where she stayed. I said, and if I can do it in Trinidad, why can't I do it in England? And he just laughed and he said, we're not ready to make history yet, Terry.
I can only remember 2 of us being in a regiment of over 1,000 men.
A memorial gate has now been established in Constitution Hill, which I'm sure will make people realize that we did make a substantial contribution to the war effort.